Hello, everyone. Thanks for watching today. So today's topic is open houses. What happens now when some of the rules change and we are required to sign buyer's agreements before we're allowed to show any buyers any homes? So everything's just disclaimer, everything's going to get panned out over the next few months. They say by the end of July, but I'm going to do a little crystal ball here and things that I think are going to happen and what happens with open houses, which I feel some of these things are going to be good. So remember, the rule is, according to the way it's written, that you as an agent cannot show a house without a written buyer agreement. Now, the key to this that I think, and this is my opinion, is not, it says buyer agreement, it doesn't have a buyer representation. That's totally two different things. That, like a consumer guide to agency, the consumer guide to agency explains all different agency relationships, but doesn't pinpoint the agency relationship, correct? That's how I feel what's going to happen with unrepresented buyers when you have a listing and open houses, that you're going to have something signed, an agreement explaining compensation. That's the whole point of this, of where we're at, is to be transparent with compensation and how everybody's compensated. So I just want to make sure listing agents know this, as far as the way I read it and all the videos and all the things that the division of the NAR has put on and the Ohio Association of Realtors has put out, is that the way of hiding your commission is not. So like a buyer comes in and buys your house and you just say per listing agreement. No, you can't do that anymore. Everybody's got to know what everybody's getting paid in the thing, per listing agreement, and in all of that. That's one of the things I think is going to change. And as far as I know, that's what's going to change too. And same with buyers. If a buyer comes to your open house, there's going to be some sort of agreement that you're going to have the buyer sign, that your company will approve, not you as an agent. Your company will definitely have to approve, and hopefully that will be something that will follow Ohio Association of Realtors and NA Association of Realtors and Division of Real Estate. Now, remember, sometimes I have to explain that the National Association of Realtors and Ohio Association of Realtors is not the division of real estate. The National Association of Realtors and Ohio Association of Realtors are our rules as being a realtor and a trade organization, where the Department of Real Estate, Ohio Department of Real Estate, is laws, which that hasn't changed anything yet, and I hopefully will soon. So, but back to open house, I feel we're going to have some type of agreements with people when buyers come in, explaining to them, this is how I get paid if you buy this house, and this agreement is this. Could be an agreement for a day. It could be, say, an agreement if you ever buy the house with me. It could be agreement if you ever buy this house. How it pans out, they will have to sign something according to the way it's written now. So the days, which again, my opinion, I think that's a great thing. The days of buyers is flocking in and walking in, and I don't have to tell you who I am, and I'm not agreeing to anything. Well, my opinion, if I had an open house, then go find an agent, come back. But I am the agent, and this is what the seller's requesting, that everybody signs this agreement, not just because of the rule. I want to know who's in my house and who they are and their phone number and email address, or I don't want them in my house. Sellers can do that. So the days of buyers just, flocking into the tire kickers, or I'm just going to see every open house and I don't have to, you don't have to commit to anything, but you might have to agree to something. So that's the main thing. It's not a buyer representation agreement per se. It's compensation disclosure / agreement about how you get compensated if the buyers decide to buy the house through you, and you have to disclose that before they see the house, which I think is great. I know some agents are going to be out there going, it's going to make open houses terrible. No, I think it's going to make open houses great. Buyers are going to start understanding, maybe right off the bat, open house. I can't just come in and be anonymous and tire kick and see things and just walk right out. Buyer's agents, I think I would, as a listing agent, still can register buyers, go, hey, agent, listing agent, see you have an open house 2 to 4 tomorrow. I have a buyer. We saw it. They want to come through. Will you honor me? They have a buyer's agreement with me there. And I know you're going to have something to sign. There will, there might be some types of agreements between the two agents that we could work out. So that will become more apparent and more prevalent in our industry, which is great. We always we tell buyers, don't go to any open houses without letting us know so we can talk to the other agent. But I think that's going to happen more because if you start working with the buyer, guess what? You're going to have a buyer agreement with them, and that buyer is going to know it. So when they walk through an open house, they're going to hopefully call you first to let you know. So that's just, today was just a short video of things to start thinking about, because here every day, this is on my mind of tweaking and thinking. And I have, and a lot of our agents, anybody who's watching this, I'm trying to talk to as many of our agents. I got over 500 agents, which is great. I love every one of you, and I want to talk to every single one of you one-on-one about the changes and get your input and your thoughts and what you're concerned about and what you're excited about, because there's things to be excited about. I'm excited about it. So I want to express that excitement one-on-one with all of our agents there. So something to think about, open houses. So think about that, please. Text me, email me if you have any thoughts or you see anything that maybe you might be implementing. I'm talking to other brokers and managers and just kind of collaborating on how our industry is changing. And I think a lot for the better, and excited about. And bottom line, say this every day. This doesn't mean all these changes, we haven't agreed to charge less money. My opinion, my prices personally went up, which is great. So I'm trying to explain to agents my version of how to increase your prices. This is not, this whole lawsuit and the things that are happening haven't been because we're charging too much money. I know that's what the media said. That's what people said. You're charging us too much money. No, it was that they said that a lot, but no, that your listings are forcing sellers to pay buyer's agents. Well, what's going to happen now? Sellers are still going to be paying, but they're not forced to, so to say, even though they weren't before. We won't go into that, but now won't be 100% forced to, but they still can. And now it'll be unbundled, and agents could charge their buyers, who could ask the seller to pay, and it's all going to work out great in the long run. But the prices, because so many agents are thinking that they're going to earn less money. I absolutely don't feel that way. I know it's not going to be the case. And I know a lot of agents, if they take the suggestions I have, will actually make more money and save more of their time in the future. And I'm going to explain that as much as I can one-on-one to everybody. So, but again, open houses, think of that. If anybody sees anything differently as these things plan out, please reach out to me. I'm happy to update some things. And again, I just wanted to start the ball rolling with open houses now and see how it pans out by the end and when these rules are in place. So that's it. Have a wonderful Tuesday, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.